12 Healthiest Verdant Green Vegetables. Health be with you. We provide video tips to help improve your daily lifestyle. Click subscribe button and notification bell below, so you will be notified for our new video. Verdant green vegetables are a significant aspect of a sound eating regimen. They're stuffed with nutrients, minerals and fiber yet low in calories. Eating an eating routine wealthy in verdant greens can offer various medical advantages including decreased danger of heftiness, coronary illness, hypertension and mental decay. Here are 12 of the most beneficial verdant green vegetables to remember for your eating routine. 1. Arugula. Arugula is a verdant green from the Brassicaceae family that passes by various names, for example, rocket, colewort, roquette, rucola and rucoli. It has a somewhat peppery taste and little leaves that can without much of a stretch be consolidated into plates of mixed greens or utilized as a trimming. It can likewise be utilized cosmetically and restauratively. Like other verdant greens, it's stuffed with supplements, for example, supportive of nutrient A carotenoids and nutrients B9 and K. It's additionally perhaps the best wellspring of dietary nitrates, an exacerbate that transforms into nitric oxide in your body. Despite the fact that the advantages of nitrates are discussed, a few investigations have discovered that they may assist increment with blooding stream and decrease circulatory strain by broadening your veins. 2. Cabbage. Is framed of groups of thick leaves that come in green, white and purple tones. It has a place with the Brassica family, alongside Brussels fledglings, kale and broccoli. Vegetables in this plant family contain glucosinolates, which give them a severe flavor. Creature examines have discovered that nourishments that contain these plant mixes may have malignancy defensive properties, particularly against lung and esophageal disease. Another advantage of cabbage is that it tends to be matured and transformed into sauerkraut, which gives various medical advantages, for example, improving your processing and supporting your invulnerable framework. It might even guide weight reduction. 3. Swiss chard. Swiss chard has dull green leaves with a thick tail that is red, white, yellow or green. It's frequently utilized in Mediterranean cooking and has a place with similar family as beets and spinach. It has a hearty taste and is plentiful in minerals and nutrients, for example, potassium, manganese and the nutrients A, C and K. Swiss chard additionally contains a remarkable flavonoid called syringic corrosive, an exacerbate that might be valuable for bringing down glucose levels. In 2 little examinations in rodents with diabetes, oral organization of syringic corrosive for 30 days improved glucose levels. Notwithstanding, it's essential to take note of that these were minor creature contemplates and that human examination supporting the case that syringic corrosive may help glucose control is inadequate. While numerous individuals normally discard the stems of the Swiss chard plant, they're crunchy and exceptionally nutritious. Next time, take a stab at including all pieces of the Swiss chard plant to dishes, for example, soups, tacos or meals. 4. Spinach. Spinach is a well-known verdant green vegetable and is effortlessly fused into an assortment of dishes, including soups, sauces, smoothies and servings of mixed greens. Its supplement profile is great with 1 cup 30 grams of crude spinach giving 181% of the DV to nutrient K, 56% of the DV for nutrient N and 13% of the DV for manganese. It's likewise pressed with folate, which assumes a key part in red platelet creation and the anticipation of neural cylinder deserts in pregnancy. One investigation on the neural cylinder imperfection spina bifida found that one of the most preventable danger factors for this condition was a low admission of folate during the primary trimester of pregnancy. Alongside taking a pre-birth nutrient, eating spinach is an extraordinary method to build your folate admission during pregnancy. 5. Romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce is a typical verdant vegetable with durable, dim leaves with a firm community rib. It has a crunchy surface and is a mainstream lettuce, especially in Caesar plates of mixed greens. It's a decent wellspring of nutrients N and K, with 1 cup 47 grams giving 82% and 60% of the DVs for these nutrients individually. Furthermore, research in rodents indicated that lettuce improved their degrees of blood lipids, conceivably diminishing the danger of coronary illness. Further examinations need to research these advantages in individuals. 6. Collard greens. Collard greens are free-leaf greens, identified with kale and spring greens. They have thick leaves that taste marginally unpleasant. 7. Watercress. Watercress is an amphibian plant from the Brassicaceae family and subsequently like arugula and mustard greens. It's said to have mending properties and has been utilized in home-grown medication for quite a long time. Notwithstanding, no human investigations have affirmed these advantages up until now. Test tube contemplates have discovered watercress concentrate to be useful in focusing on disease-immature microorganisms and disabling malignant growth cell multiplication and attack. Because of its severe and marginally hot flavor, watercress makes an extraordinary expansion to impartially enhanced nourishments. They're comparative in surface to kale and cabbage. Indeed, their name originates from colewort. Collard greens are a decent wellspring of calcium and the nutrients A, B9, folate, and C. They are likewise probably the best wellspring of nutrient K with regards to verdant greens. Actually, 1 cup 190 grams of cooked collard greens packs 1045% of the DV for nutrient K. Nutrient K is known for its part in blood thickening. Also, more exploration is being finished with respect to its capacity to improve bone well-being. One investigation in 72,327 ladies matured 38 to 63 found that those with nutrient K admissions under 109 mcg for each day had an essentially expanded danger of hip breaks, recommending a connection between this nutrient and bone well-being. 8. Microgreens. Microgreens are youthful greens delivered from the seeds of vegetables and spices. They commonly measure 1 to 3 inches, 2.5 to 7.5 centimeters. Since the 1980s, they have frequently been utilized as a topping or beautification, yet they have a lot more employments. In spite of their little size, they're brimming with shading, flavor and supplements. Actually, one examination found that microgreens contain up to multiple times more supplements contrasted with their developed partners. A portion of these supplements incorporate nutrients C, E and K. Microgreens can be filled in the solace of your own home throughout the entire year, making them effectively accessible. 9. Beet greens. Since the Middle Ages, beets have been professed to be advantageous for well-being. Without a doubt, they have a noteworthy supplement profile, yet while beets are regularly utilized in dishes, the leaves are frequently disregarded. This is awful, taking into account that they're eatable and plentiful in potassium, calcium, riboflavin, fiber and nutrients N and K. Only 1 cup, 144 grams of cooked beet greens contains 220% of the DV for nutrient A, 37% of the DV for potassium and 17% of the DV for fiber. 10. Kale. Kale is viewed as one of the most supplement-thick vegetables on Earth because of its numerous nutrients, minerals and cell reinforcements. For instance, 1 cup 67 grams of crude kale packs 684% of the daily value DV for nutrient K, 206% of the DV for nutrient N and 134% of the DV for nutrient C. It likewise contains cancer prevention agents, for example, lutein and beta-carotene, which lessen the danger of maladies brought about by oxidative pressure. To profit most from all that kale has to bring to the table, it's best expended crude since cooking can lessen its supplement profile. They additionally contain the cancer prevention agents beta-carotene and lutein, which may diminish the danger of eye issues, for example, macular degeneration and waterfalls. Beet greens can be added to plates of mixed greens, soups or sautéed and eaten as a side dish. 11. Bok choy. Bok choy is a kind of Chinese cabbage. It has thick, dim green leaves that make an incredible expansion to soups and sautés. Bok choy contains the mineral selenium, which assumes a significant part in psychological capacity, resistance and malignancy counteraction. Also, selenium is significant for appropriate thyroid organ work. This organ is situated in your neck and delivers hormones that assume a key part in digestion. An observational investigation connected low degrees of selenium with thyroid conditions, for example, hypothyroidism, immune system thyroiditis and amplified thyroid. 12. Endive. Endive, articulated, N-plunge, has a place with the Cichorium family. It's less notable than other verdant greens, potentially on the grounds that it's hard to develop. It's wavy, fresh in surface and has a nutty and somewhat harsh flavor. It tends to be eaten crude or cooked. Only 1/2 cup 25 grams of crude endive leaves packs 72% of the DV for nutrient K, 11% of the DV for nutrient N and 9% of the DV for folate. It's likewise a wellspring of camphorol, a cancer prevention agent that has been appeared to lessen aggravation and restrain the development of disease cells in test tube examines. Desire this tips causes you. Thanks, until the next video.